Okay, we're inspired by the royal wedding tomorrow, and here with the hottest new wedding trends is celebrity event planner Sebastien Centner.
Thank you. Thank you.
Traveling all over the world to find the latest trends. And you really do notice the latest trends.
You know
you're
what?
on it.
And especially with weddings, it's all about finding the latest
Yes.
trends and trying to incorporate them into people's weddings, whatever that budget might be.
So we're going to start with the seating chart trends. There's a trend
Yes.
in seating charts.
So there is a trend. Now, seating charts are really big. And as we can see here, what we did is we used glass. And somebody from my office, who is super talented, much more than myself, did a stencil behind it and with a paint marker actually painted all of this onto the glass.
Wow.
So it's a simple, like this is a 4x8 sheet. We wrapped it in green grass material, stapled it on, got these right from Canadian Tire, painted it all on. The whole thing cost us maybe $150 to make, but it's stunning, and it's really, really important for weddings because this is a big trend now. You walk into the room and you know right away what table you're at.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
No one is questioning what the
and you know what, it's not like you can move things around. You say, no, I'm going from this table.
No, I'm sitting next to Molly, okay?
Nope.
I'm sitting next to Molly. Okay, let's talk about invitation trends. You brought a couple of beautiful, well, three or four beautiful
we brought
ones.
some beautiful, and this is actually from a woman out of New York called CC New York, who's a wedding invitation guru. This woman is phenomenal. And I had a chance to meet her at this wedding conference recently, and the stuff she's doing really sort of captures the whole idea of customization. It's all about customization with invitations and creating something that carries right through the actual wedding day. So from the colors to the tones. There's a gorgeous one right there.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at this one. If you don't mind, we'll take a close-up. Look at this. Hello.
And of course, I mean,
is that hand-painted?
Everything's hand-painted by her.
This is hand-painted.
Now, there are obviously every wedding's on a different budget. These might be slightly on the higher side of budget, but the idea is about customization, doing something that not everybody else has done. I would go personally very much opposite to the royal wedding invitation and go much more interesting and not just so gold and white, etc., but actually bring some color into it.
Well, she's an artist, that's for sure. And I'm seeing like the palm tree, the more traditional.
Even when we do some traditional, if you notice, some of the colors that they bring into it and the way that they package it and everything like that just becomes a little bit more interesting.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it so much. Look at how pretty this one is, too. That is so pretty, that invitation.
It's also the first impression that you get of the wedding. This is the first time you're going to actually see this and think, oh my goodness, this is going to tell me the story of what this wedding is going to be all about.
Exactly, exactly. So let's talk about tablescape trends because I want to take a look at this beautiful tablescape.
Absolutely. So tablescapes, okay, so a few things. First of all, you know, one of the ladies in my office mentioned, she put it really well, is that people are not afraid of color anymore. Don't be afraid of color for weddings. It doesn't have to be just white. We're seeing lavender, which is a huge thing this year. It's a very popular color, but it also works really well for weddings because it has that kind of neutrality that it's not too feminine, that it doesn't feel like it's a pink wedding or etc. And it actually, but it adds a lot of tone, a lot of color to it, and a little bit of character.
I love it. I think it looks so pretty.
So what we've done here is we've tried to add a little bit of elegance, but in a casual way. We did these beautiful place settings. These are all by a company called Plate Occasions. Chairs are these rattan chairs. You can find really interesting rentals nowadays, and these are from a company called Details. Wherever you are across the country, there are interesting suppliers to find things that are a little bit different, so you're not doing just what everybody else is doing.
Right.
Hanging florals.
Beautiful.
Now, you can't always do these, but if you can, and if you have the right sort of venue for it, they're really, really, really stunning, and they're different.
Yeah, now I'm taking a look at the centerpiece.
The centerpiece.
This is the cake trend that you wanted to share with us.
This is the cake trend. So this is a company in Toronto called Denis, and what I love about this is every single time we do desserts with them, they customize the desserts around the color of the wedding. So these are actually all cheesecakes. But
it's kind of ombre.
It's all ombre. It touches into the themes.
Wow.
And they're all the same flavor, or we can change up the flavors, but they're all airbrushed. But here's the great thing, is that I've seen so many desserts in my days that are gorgeous, but then you bite them and you're like, oh, it
doesn't taste so good.
No, these are like ridiculously good. So when you're doing your desserts, keep in mind that they have to look beautiful, but make sure you try lots of desserts and they taste fantastic,
I mean, even there's like little shiny things on
pearls.
them. Pearls.
Pearls. Those are elderflower pearls.
Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Sebastien, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that
You're welcome.
with us, and we'll check with you at the end of the show.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Looking forward to it.
We have to take a break. We'll be back right after this.